Hey guys, what's up? Chris Flores here, Flow Fitness, and today I need to address a topic that's been asked me a lot, and it's kind of frustrating, and I kind of just want to get it out the way and give my final opinion on CrossFit. That way people, when they ask me about it all the time, as they do now, I can just show them this video and be done with it, because honestly it's something that's been given so much attention, and for a lot of times the wrong reason. So for those who don't agree with CrossFit, don't like CrossFit, I mean, that's fine, it's your personal opinion. But the one thing I do want to tell people is that whatever you give attention to, you give power to. So if you don't like something and you keep posting about it, then you're just giving it more and more attention, and you're just making it bigger and bigger than what it is. It's kind of like the old saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Well, it's the same thing with CrossFit or anything else. If you don't like P90X and you keep posting about it, then obviously you're just helping promote P90X. So for those of you who don't like it and don't agree with it, just leave it alone. Okay, so like I was saying before, I get a lot of emails when I'm out. People ask me questions about it. Clients ask me about it. Everyone, wants to know what I think about it. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but the people I'm in contact with want to know what I think about it. So here's my final comment and saying about CrossFit, and I want to just put it out there. And if you like it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. It's just my opinion. So again, my opinion, not science, not anything else, just how I feel about it. So, my opinion is I see or view CrossFit as a sport. Okay, I see it as its own sport. Just like basketball is a sport, just like football is a sport, just like soccer is a sport, CrossFit is a sport. You're timed on your Fran or whatever workout you're doing. It's whoever's first place, kind of wins the sport. It's camaraderie, it's teamwork, it's a team effort. When you're doing your WODs, if you do them as a group. So it is its own sport, okay? I want to stress the word sport. I'm going to say it about 1,000 times here, but it's a sport. Once you start competing against someone in something, and there's judges, and there's time involved, and there's a winner, there's a loser, there's a second, third place, it becomes a sport. So with that being said, I view CrossFit people as CrossFit athletes, the same way I view athletes that play basketball as a basketball athlete. So like any other sport, the way to get better at your sport is to do your sport. To get better at basketball, you play more basketball. To get better at hockey, you play more hockey. All right, to get better at CrossFit, you do more CrossFit. I think one of the biggest problems with people or misconceptions is that they think they haven't really identified what it is. So if people see it as, oh, are they personal trainers? Are they going to work with me individually and make a program based on me? No. If you go to a basketball game, are they going to change the rules for you? Are they going to make rules if you're 4'11" to help you out in basketball? No. So why would CrossFit do anything to help you as an individual? Yeah, they should work on your form and everything else, but that's not what they're there for. The other thing, it's not a fitness thing as far as, from what I get anyway. I'm going to say this again, just from my opinion, from what I understand about it, and from the people I've talked to who are involved in it. Your body and your physique and losing weight is a byproduct of doing CrossFit. It's not the end-all result. So for example, if you go there saying, I want to lose 30 pounds, that's not what they're there for. Yeah, they'll probably catch you on a paleo or something like that, but the point of it is to get better at CrossFit. So, for example, let's say your Fran time, you want to get it down to under 2 minutes or under 3 minutes. Okay? You will get in shape getting your Fran time down, but that's not the point of CrossFit. You're not to lose the 30, 40 pounds. The point is to get the Fran time down. A byproduct of getting your time down and getting in better condition is that you'll lose the weight, or you'll look better, or you'll tone up or something like that. Okay, so the point is not to go there to, hey, I want to tone up, I'm going to do CrossFit. No, you want to be a CrossFit athlete and be better at CrossFit. Then you go and do CrossFit. Same thing with football. A football player works out to be better at football. They don't work out to have big arms and a big chest. If you're doing football for that reason, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Again, same thing with any other sport. For soccer, you play soccer because you want to be better at soccer, not because you want thicker legs and a smaller upper body. It just is a byproduct of soccer. That's why you see soccer players, they all look like soccer players. They tend to have like a stereotypical look because of the sport they do. So CrossFit is going to have a certain look from the sport that they do. Okay, so taking this whole CrossFit as a sport approach, just like any other sport, if you have a terrible coach, you're going to be terrible at the sport. All right, if I taught you how to shoot a three-pointer underhand, and that's the way I showed you, then for the rest of your life you're going to shoot three-pointers underhand and wonder why you're doing it wrong, and why you're not making shots because you're shooting underhand. Okay, so same thing I know it's exaggerated, but the same thing if you have a horrible coach teaching you how to squat or clean or do presses, then you're not going to do them right, and your chances are you're going to wind up getting hurt. So for people to say it's reckless, it's dangerous, I don't think it really is. I think it matters who's in charge. Okay, there's only one Phil Jackson, and he's won tons of championships. All right, if every coach was as great as Phil Jackson, it'd be a lot different. But not every coach is the same. Okay, there's only one Vince Lombardi. Not every coach can be measured the same. So there's a guy I know out in San Francisco or San Diego, K-Star, who does wonderful work, as a CrossFitter, and he is a CrossFitter, and he teaches proper mechanics, and he goes to town working with that. Not everyone's like him. Okay, you might go to a place we got some Joe Schmo in charge who knows nothing about form or fitness, just got his cert, and now he's going out there and running it. And unfortunately, people like that few are dragging their whole name down. Again, I'm not promoting it. I don't do CrossFit. I'm just saying you have a select few who are putting videos up of, tossing stuff around and hurting themselves and hurting their backs. And you have people who are great at it and are wonderful coaches and are open-minded about different aspects of fitness. They just do CrossFit as their sport. Again, and not for nothing, in every industry you're going to have people who are horrible at it and push the industry a certain way. You have bad physical therapists who just, you go and they wind up hurting people. You have bad chiropractors who just crack backs and send you to go. Then you have wonderful chiropractors like my buddy Doc Perry, who do amazing work above and beyond what the chiropractic field actually does, and have wonderful physical therapists. And my buddy Rick, who does great work, and Frank Christina, people who do wonderful work in their field. And you can't judge everybody by the select few who bring the field down. There's plenty of personal trainers who sit there and put their clients from machine to machine and sit there talking on their cell phones half the time. Are we going to judge that whole industry based on that select few? I hope not. I hope you do your research. So for anybody interested in doing CrossFit and wanting to do CrossFit, I'd say, do your research first. Find out the person you're working with. Find out their credentials. Go to the place, visit it, see if you like it. If you do, by all means, do what you got to do. Some people are mad about the competition aspect. Is it taking clients away from you? And one thing I always say about that is there's a CrossFit directly across the street from me that trains people, and they don't take any clients from me, and they just do different work. We actually have like 3 or 4 CrossFit people, not from that place, but from other places, that come here to do their rehab and mobility work and everything like that. They do with us, and then they go do their sport. So like any other sport, you're going to have injuries, you're going to have people getting hurt doing it. I don't think the mass majority of people are hurting themselves doing it, but there are going to be a select few who are going to tear something and hurt themselves because they think they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not doing it to be better at what it is. They're doing it to get in shape and to try and just lose the weight. They think it's a fitness thing, and I don't really think it's a fitness thing. I honestly think it's a sport thing. So it needs to be viewed as such. And I don't think anyone has claimed that, who does it, has claimed that this is the most scientific thing in the world. I don't think anyone who does it has said, oh, the only way to get in shape for hockey is to do this. The only way to get in shape for basketball is to do this. I don't think it's something to get in shape for something else. I think it's its own thing. Again, I want to say I'm not a promoter. I'm not a hater. I'm not anything. I'm just a brain in the voice box, speaking my mind. And that's my opinion on the sport of CrossFit and CrossFit athletes. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped out, clarify some things for some people. My buddy Frank once told me, he said, one size fits all fits no one. All right, so make sure whatever you're doing out there, it helps you out and it's what's best for you as an individual. All right, one final thought I want to say to people: listen, do what works for you. There's no one size fits all approach to getting in shape. Or if you have fun doing CrossFit and it's what you enjoy doing, then by all means continue to do it. Enjoy yourself. Be safe.